Support WrestleTalk!
Enable notifications. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I'm Ollie Davis. While WrestleTalk may be facing its toughest challenge yet against the dastardly Cultaholic, buy your tickets to see it live at Wrestling MediaCon September 9th in Manchester, England, from the link in the video description below. There's another larger threat, not just to this channel, but the very existence of wrestling YouTubers. The algorithm. What does it mean? A lot of you have let us know that you aren't receiving notifications when new WrestleTalk videos go live. To fix this, I need you to join WrestleTalk's Notification Squad! First off, give us a subscribe if you haven't already, then press the little bell icon next to it to join Notification Squad! If you're already subscribed, go to WrestleTalk's subscribe button and check the bell next to it has been pressed. It'll look like this. Then hopefully we'll be getting as many views as WOS Wrestling did for its season premiere. A potentially huge shake-up in the global wrestling landscape occurred on Saturday afternoon, with main British TV channel ITV airing the first episode of their weekly World of Sport revival, WOS Wrestling. The debut episode saw Rampage defeat WrestleTalk general manager Grado to become the new WOS champion, Hendra get turned on by Martin Kirby, and a cracking match between Will Ospreay and Davey Boy Smith Jr. Watch mine and Luke's full review by clicking the eye above my head, and all that helped the show pull in all the numbers. News just in! WOS Wrestling is set to be the highest rating British wrestling TV show in over 30 years, peaking at nearly 1.2 million viewers before repeats and catch-up. Thanks for all your support. Tune in next Saturday at 5 p.m. on ITV. And internal sources say WOS management are very happy with the rating, which beats what BBC One did in the same time slot. As Logan Sama pointed out on Twitter, this is incredibly impressive for the first episode. For comparison, last Monday's Raw pulled in 2.77 million viewers in the United States, a country that has almost 5 times the population of the UK. And to bolster those numbers even more, the promotion's main authority figure has teased he might return to the ring. Stu Bennett, who wrestled for WWE under the name Wade Barrett, first signed a developmental contract with Vince McMahon's promotion in 2007, where he worked his way through NXT prequels, Ohio Valley Wrestling, and Florida Championship Wrestling, to finally be dramatically called up as the leader of the Nexus in 2010, in one of the best wrestling angles of the 21st century. As was the way in those days though, Cena wins LOL, sending Barrett flailing through King of the Ring, Bad News and League of Nations gimmicks before requesting his release from WWE in 2016. Although he's been the general manager of Defiant Wrestling since last September, Barrett, now called Bennett, hasn't wrestled since. But the former Intercontinental Champion has told The Mirror in the wake of WOS Wrestling's first episode that could soon be about to change. I'm on a bit of a career sabbatical at the moment. I wrestled for 14 or 15 years. I've got a bunch of injuries. I'm tired. I'm getting old. I'm getting some grey hair now. I promise you that at some point I will be back in the ring, and maybe that will take place in WOS. Speaking of former Intercontinental Champions, WrestleVotes are claiming we might not be getting the Dolph Ziggler vs Seth Rollins rematch for SummerSlam as announced. Texting with a source. Don't be surprised to see one of the SummerSlam matchups already confirmed changed. Don't get your hopes up, it's not Reigns and Lesnar. Hearing the IC title match may not end up being Rollins vs Ziggler one-on-one. Dave Meltzer corroborated the report on Wrestling Observer Radio, revealing there's talk backstage over possibly changing it to a multi-person match. Rollins is set to take on Drew McIntyre tonight on Raw, which could set up the new SummerSlam match. Remember when Justin Bieber was meant to wrestle a WWE match at SummerSlam? Click the video on screen now to find out what thankfully went wrong. And give us a subscribe and enable notifications to never miss an episode. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.